going live. YouTube says we're live.
YouTube never lies.
YouTube has failed us a couple times when it comes to lives.
That might have been us, not YouTube.
I think it was YouTube. Happy Sunday Fun Day, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly Sunday live streams where Jeremy and I answer your questions about life, love, and most importantly, storage.
Oh, storage.
Units at auction. Every Sunday, we always start off with Jeremy singing. So before we went live, he was warming up his vocals. Take it off, Jeremy. Not your pants, the song.
Not what you said earlier. May there always be... What do you think I'm going to sing?
Sunshine?
Nope. Storage units. May there always be... What's next? Wrong. Options. She got the first letter right. May there always be YouTubers watching, and may there always be George and Jeremy. What else would we always want there to be?
May there always be cobwebs and dust.
Okay, we could do that. May there always be cobwebs.
Because the units have been undisturbed.
May there always be dust. May there always be rat dookie. And may there always be George and Jeremy. What else would we want there to always be?
May there always be antiques and collectibles.
We found some of those.
Yes, we did.
All right, we'll see what we can do. May there always be antiques. May there always be collectibles. What else? May there
sales
always be selling of those things. Because we don't like to keep a lot of junk around. May there always be.
Ooh, good one, Joe. Breathe.
George and Jeremy. All right, George.
Give it up for the boss.
Give it up for the real boss. What a crazy, insane week.
It's been an off week.
And they haven't even seen it all yet.
No, they haven't.
It'll continue to be released. Yesterday was kind of crazy. Do you want to tell them what happened yesterday?
Yesterday, we went to an auction.
We did.
We started off our morning by going to a storage unit auction.
Yes.
They were supposed to have 5 units going up for auction, but then it was reduced down to 2.
And we bought absolutely
0.
nothing. This was the 4th auction in 2-day stretch.
Yeah.
Where, well, you'll see later this week what happened.
It wasn't that great.
So we made new plans. We still made a video.
Mm-hmm.
We still made a video, but we made a video for a whole nother channel.
So my sister was in the hospital for a week. So what I did was I went to go pick up my nephew, who is 6 years old, just to kind of give her a break. And we took him to Amish country where there's a petting farm.
And we made a video.
We did make a video.
So if you really, really want to see Meerkat's son petting and feeding giraffes and all kinds of other animals, George, are you going to put the link in the...
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it in there earlier, but I'm
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in again.
George already put the link in the chat, but her nephews have a channel, Isaac and Felix, and the video was just released of our day yesterday with them at the petting farm. But it got even crazier because some things God created were not to be pet. As a matter of fact, not even to get close to, because when we came home, we were going to have a bonfire in the backyard, which we have a big fire pit and a hammock and all of that.
Love roasting marshmallows.
We're going to roast marshmallows. And Isaac and I went back to get some cardboard to rip it up. And then what happened?
I look up. I was sitting on the deck, and I look up, and Jeremy throws this box, and he's like jumping, going like this, and all I hear him say is,
"That's not my white man moves."
All I hear him say is "run," and then my nephew's running towards me. He's running towards me, and then all of a sudden they both start crying because they got stung by bees.
Whoa!
You were crying on the inside.
Okay, on the inside,
you were crying on the
yes.
inside.
On the inside, yes, but on the outside. Probably yes. So Isaac got stung.
He tried to play it off like he was tough as Hales.
Thankfully, Isaac was far enough away. He only got stung twice, right?
Yeah, he got stung once in the ear and then once right here. But this one right here looked like a mosquito bite.
And I got stung. We don't even know how many times.
We're guessing 50 times.
Probably more. So if you see me all over, like I'm swollen, my entire body is swollen. Last night, I couldn't sleep. My body was aching in pains and the whole deal. So if you see me scratching and all of this, I've got bee stings all over.
It's not a spider this time.
It's
a bee.
Over my body. I am swollen to the max.
Shout out to Northwest RC Club for sending a $2 super chat. Says, looking forward to another great live stream. He's all the way from the UK, and it's 2:06 in the morning there.
Whoa! I see Lori Blevins is on too. Sierra was one of our guests on the $700 unit with the Army trunks.
Which, the cute little voice.
Many tell us this. Hey, Jeremy, it's not an Army trunk. It's called a Foot Locker. We know that. We appreciate that insight. But Foot Locker does not get searched as much as trunk does, and therefore in YouTube world, it's always going to be a trunk.
We try and keep it layman's terms. Right.
It's always going to be layman terms.
Layman terms. Sydney Splash sent a $2 super chat. Says, I hope your sister is okay. Heart emoji. Yes, she'll be fine. She was diagnosed with pneumonia. So the doctors have her on the right medication now and the right antibiotics. So she should be okay.
Pneumonia, and are we telling the other information?
Just pneumonia.
Oh, just pneumonia. That's it. So those of you who are familiar with Meerkat, that is George's sister, and she has pneumonia. She's back home out of the hospital now, so that's great.
Owen Miller wants to know, did y'all hear about Storage Auction Pirates' big $7,000 unit?
We did.
Yes.
We absolutely did. Caught Picking said that the link for Isaac and Felix isn't working. Let's check it.
Let's try it again.
I'm going to check it right now. I just watched it.
Well, it gets cut off for some reason.
I don't know.
I'm going to post it again.
I'm watching it. It
gets cut off for some reason when I paste it.
Huh. That's odd. I'm definitely watching it. I left the first comment. You know what my first comment was? First! No, I didn't say that. I probably should have, though, huh? Robert Kane says, George's shirt is wrong. Jeremy says the boss. Her should say the fox. What does the fox say? Okay.
Jason sent a $5 super chat. Says, Hales low, the two of you awesome people. Appreciate it.
Caught Picking said that the link is good now. So we're good there on Isaac and Felix. Isaac and Felix are George's nephews. And we had a ton of fun with Isaac yesterday, feeding the animals. And he even got to meet a giraffe named none other than George.
And Martha.
And
there was a George, there was a Martha, there was a Lucky. Martha had a baby in May.
And then Lucky just had a baby on Wednesday. So baby giraffe. And then we saw a baby porcupine.
But they didn't even look like babies.
We saw a baby porcupine, and George was
my favorite. I fell in love. I wanted one.
I want one. She won't let me get a dog, so I'm not lonely when she's not at my place. So we don't see each other all that often. So she won't let me get a dog, and she's sitting there going, I want a porcupine.
Is that how I was
Yeah, it was just like that.
That's exactly how it was?
Exactly.
Okay.
Trust me, it was exactly like that.
A couple people are asking, where is the other George? My brother, George.
Where is George?
He might be in the stream, in the chat right now, but he actually lives an hour and a half from
almost
where
2
Jeremy
hours.
lives in Wooster. He lives about 2 hours from my house and then an hour and 40 minutes away from you.
You think it's that close?
Okay. Well, definitely 2 hours from my house.
It could be.
Yeah.
Maybe even further away. Catherine O said that hedgehogs are darling. Have you ever had a hedgehog?
No.
So, that's something we could potentially look into.
I used to play the video game.
I had a chinchilla for a little bit, and chinchillas leave turds everywhere. Everywhere. So that was only a little bit.
Shout out to Lily Waldman. Appreciate it. Send $1 super chat. Boost pump.
Fat Man the Flipper said, can't wait to have you guys on the show next month. Ohio is going to be represented strong that night. You better believe it.
Yeah,
OH!
DG Pickers from Ohio.
Yep.
He lives not too far from you.
Probably 15 minutes.
20 minutes from Wooster.
Yep. Probably not far at all. Now, remember, if you have a question and you want to make sure that question gets answered, the easiest way to do that. No, none at all.
No pet skunks.
What's the easiest way to make sure that their question gets
You definitely want to send a super chat, and the way to send a super chat is hitting the $sign where you're leaving messages in the chat. You want to hit the $sign. You do have to have a credit card link to it, and any super chat that you sent is just a small donation to the channel, which is much appreciated.
Star of Texas said chickens. I actually had chickens when I was in high school. I begged my parents, "Can I please get chickens?"
Grimes Fine says raccoon.
That probably, well, if they're domesticated, they're probably pretty great. But the wild ones that I catch over here and have to move them because they destroy so much of the property, they try and rip my face off.
A spider monkey would be cool.
My uncle had a spider monkey growing up. I always wanted one.
They're cute.
So the chickens, my parents finally actually got me a dozen chickens. And so I named them all. I had chicken gumbo, chicken noodle, chicken nugget, chicken fingers. And so those were my babies, my chickens. I absolutely loved having chickens.
The Hudsons, the Adventures with the Hudsons, they said they had a raccoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the raccoons seem to be great pets if they're domesticated, but the wild ones will rip your head off.
Ma Teresa Dominguez, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, sent a $30 super chat. Appreciate it. And then did a fist pump. See the little chicken dancing?
I saw that. Are we going to change it to fist pump?
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, we should. Marv Cohen actually brings up a very good point.
What is it?
He says, I didn't know chickens had fingers.
I'll give him that. But what I really want to know is what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Chicken or the egg? Or
what do you think?
YouTube or the egg?
Yeah, Pat D's asked us.
Pat D's wanted to know what came first,
YouTube
or the egg.
He never asked. And then I was going to ask him, well, do you actually know? I was going to ask Pat D's, do you actually know when YouTube came out what it was a platform for? Do you remember what it's a platform for?
It was for selling. No, it was for. Oh, I can't remember.
What if
eBay was for selling Beanie Babies?
What if I try and refresh?
It was a dating site, wasn't it?
Yes, YouTube originally was launched as a dating site, and then they recognized and realized how powerful the platform was for video sharing that they drastically changed it. And I mean, maybe it still is a dating site for some because they're always hitting on you. So that's how you get blocked.
Blizzy block.
She blizzy blocks you. And for all you men who hit on me, she does the same thing. She blizzy blocks you. And the ladies, they don't hit on me. Oh, let's see. Okay, so do we have any questions? Wait. Did you open your mail yet?
No, we have to do that.
Do you want to open the mail? All right, you open mail, and I will actually.
I got a package all the way from Canada.
Canada, eh?
Yeah.
You know that's how every American
from
does
a Mr. and a Mrs. Wallbridge.
That's how every American does the
from Toronto
Canadian accent. All they do is go, "Eh,
eh."
from Toronto.
We got a package, eh? Like that?
Yeah, Marv Colin says, I love chickens, deep fried. Hales, yes.
I was thinking about getting an air fryer. Let us know in the chat if you guys have an air fryer and if you love it.
Melissa W. just asked if Storage Auction Pirate is going live tonight. And Storage Auction Pirate is going live tonight. He'll be live right after our live, and he's got a huge
announcement.
Huge. Bigger than Jeebus announcement to make.
And we usually hop on his live, and we're in his chat.
And then Bargain Hunter's Thrift will be going live after his huge announcement as well. So you've got a great opportunity to be a part of a lot of great live streams tonight.
We got some really cool vintage hats. Check that out.
Sydney Splash just sent $20.
You want to try one?
Yeah, always. So Sydney Splash just sent $20. Maybe it'd be like this. Oh, that's perfect.
That might not fit you.
No, that's perfect. So Sydney, she says, I can't figure out. Do you guys live together? If it's too personal, don't answer. I'm June Black on Facebook. George, you want to answer that one as you're putting your hat on?
No, we always mention it's discussed, I think, at least once in our live streams that he lives in Wooster and I live in Cleveland. So
we live well over an hour apart.
We live over like an hour and 15 minutes apart. So no, we don't live together. And I told him that I don't feel comfortable living together unless we were married.
And I told her I don't feel comfortable living together.
Period.
That was it. That's what I told her. That's what I told her.
This might be your size.
JK just said big feet, big hands, big head. So we might have to swap. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a little bit better there. Yep, there we go. How's that? Or do you think I should?
Should we wear it sideways?
Yeah, I should for sure. Because now I don't look so much like a dad or a grandpa, do I?
Not at all.
Look at this swag, baby. Look at this swag.
Ooh, Mary Deethy Deal says air fryer everything. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the healthier version of the deep frying version.
B himself says, you two aren't married. I think that's self-explanatory. No. We just kind of answered that. No. She said she would never move in unless we were married, and I said I didn't feel comfortable with moving in.
We just met a year ago, and so I don't like to rush into anything.
Although she did fall in love with me on date number 3 for somebody who doesn't like to rush in with anything. And she actually called me and she says, I'm coming over for date number 4. I didn't even invite her. She's like, boom, she's there. And then for somebody who doesn't like to rush into anything, I mean, she just.
A borderline hoarder says, LOL, you have cool dad vibes, Jeremy, even if George is way cooler.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that whatsoever.
Star of TX says plenty time.
What is it?
Plenty time.
Well, yeah. Well, you had a cancer scare.
Oh, my sister's on.
So you had a cancer scare
Meerkat's
as well.
On, my sister.
I think that, with George's cancer scare, I think that puts things into perspective as well to go, you're never guaranteed another day. So we need to praise the Lord for the breath that he gives us on a daily basis and in every moment. And yet at the same time.
Oh, George is on. My brother's on. So both my... I have 4 siblings and 2 of them are on right now. Meerkat, and George. I'm going to make George a blue wrench.
Whoa, Isaac visits the petting zoo is
George, you are now moderator.
31 views.
Nice.
I haven't even gotten to see the whole thing yet. This is my favorite channel on YouTube is Isaac and Felix.
I watched every clip, but I didn't see like the file compilation.
I trimmed every clip.
Yeah, you did.
Look at this. Look at this. Is that not the funnest thing in the world? Let's see if we can get to the giraffes. I just want to show them the giraffes.
Okay.
Because one of the giraffes
was the best part.
Let's see. There's Isaac feeding little deer. He's feeding an elk. I don't know where your sister edited the giraffes in here.
I think it's...
Is it right at the end? Oh, Isaac actually got to drive the horse and wagon.
Yeah. The guy let him drive the horse and wagon. He was so cool.
So the farm at Walnut Creek is all Amish run, and they're phenomenal there. I've had a long-standing relationship with them. I used to be their largest contract of bringing guests to the property, and they let Isaac actually drive. So Daniel, our Amish horse and buggy driver, he actually let Isaac drive, taught him how to drive the horses and the wagon. It was super cool.
Yeah.
I didn't see the giraffes.
He was a natural.
If you want to see giraffes
Isaac
up and personal,
natural.
the giraffes were actually getting in my phone and licking and sniffing.
They were more interested in eating his phone than eating the alfalfa pellets that they give you there at the farm.
Which I did eat an alfalfa pellet just for Isaac. So that happened too. Although I don't know if that's in the video, but
Aaliyah Corrigan wants to know, should I start a YouTube channel that will probably be called Aaliyah Elizabeth?
Why the Hales not?
Why not? And I think Aaliyah is 10 years old.
Oh,
absolutely.
Really?
You should make a video about arts or whatever it is that you want to do. Come up with a creative, catchy name that people will remember. And then think of an icon that you can create for the little circle that you see, the little bubble. Create a logo, and then you want to create a YouTube channel art banner, like a banner. So when people click onto your channel, they know exactly what your channel is about and what you have to offer them. So start making videos and practicing. The more you practice and the more you edit and make content, the better you'll get.
Sydney Splash sent another $20. Thank you so much, Sydney. She said, thank you for answering the question. Love to you both. Hi, George. Which George is George's younger brother.
Yep.
And his legal name literally and truly is George.
Yep.
And hi, Sis. Hope you feel better. And Sis is Meerkat. And I think Meerkat is in there
She's
as well.
in the chat as well.
And then Meerkat has her Meer babies, which is Isaac and Felix, which we were sharing with you as far as the video and the channel. Mary Deathly Deals just sent $3.99 as well.
She said YouTube originally named Tune In Hookup. So that was the name of the dating app, I think.
That sounds like the one we met on.
No,
just joking.
He's just kidding.
Just kidding. I can't wait for the hate messages on that one. Okay. John. Oh, I lost John's. John said, but I did see DG Picker just sent a super chat.
Did you see another super chat?
I see John Vanoy says, sup, what the Hales? Hope everyone's having a blessed evening. We're missing WWE SummerSlam just to spend time with Queen George and Mr. Jeremy. Thank you so much, John. Yes. We appreciate it.
George and Meerkat are both my biological brother and sister, siblings.
There are a total of 5 children in George's family.
And all of our middle names is
George. And George's first name and middle name is George. And there are 5 siblings in my family, all with the middle name of
George.
If you believe that, then
Julie Borges says, I fell in love with my husband by the 3rd date. So her and I have that in common.
Baby,
we were eating hot dogs. But she said she fell in love on
number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were eating hot dogs on the steps of Metropolitan Museum of Art. Been married now for almost 40 years. She said, take the plunge.
Plunger, because the toilet
you
is
forgot
clogged.
the E.
Because your nephew spent the weekend, he clogged it. The plunger. I'm still working on the toilet.
Shout out to DJ Picker, sent a $5 super chat. Saturday, yes, on his channel on Saturday, September 7th. He'll be interviewing us live. So make sure you guys check out his channel. He is a reseller as well. And I think we want to take him to his first storage auction. I don't think he's ever been to one yet. So if he does come to one, it'll be with us.
Man. I can guarantee you'll probably go home with a sword. Unless George buys them all up and then although you're going to see this video. I'm still editing it. I was actually just editing it before the live stream. But we went to 4 auctions in the past 2 days and she bid on this unit. And I I didn't want the unit because I didn't want to hurt my back any more than it's already hurt.
Yeah, because there was a huge piece of furniture in there. It was huge, but it was gorgeous.
And then she found the most unusual knife we've ever found in a unit yet.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
So you're going to get to see that as well. Mark Sauter just sent $5 from Australia. Hey guys, I love George in the storage unboxings.
Appreciate it, Mark.
Hope to see more, as he was so entertaining. He is hilarious.
Yeah.
I might even go as far to say that George is Hales hilarious. I might go that far. That's one of the things that I always tell George about our younger brother. I always say I love it because he has the same sense of humor as I have. So like George will make a comment and it'll be the subtle backdoor humor, and he'll be laughing on the inside but we'll be analyzing to see if anybody's laughing on the outside. And I do that all the time. So I'm dying on the inside, but I'll be able to keep a straight face. And it's funnier to me to see everybody else's faces.
Kind of like how you're dying on the inside, crying when you got stung 50 times by all those bees.
Do you notice that I keep scratching my calf?
Shout out to Glenn for sending that $1 super chat. Appreciate it, Glenn.
There's the stung calf. My ankle is
Wait a minute. Whoa.
It's blowing up.
Oh my gosh,
my
it's so
ankle,
swollen.
My left leg. I haven't really been able to walk on my left leg today. They attacked my left leg. My ankle is twice the size. I mean, they got everything.
He's been taking Tylenol to help with the pain, and then putting on like some type of insect gel to help with the swelling and the itching, but it's not really helping.
Michelle says Benadryl. I took
Benadryl.
2 Benadryl yesterday immediately. That did nothing. And then all the muscles started twitching last night from all the stings. It was really weird. Yeah. And so at 3 a.m.
he still has to do ice for the swelling,
which
he doesn't want to do.
So so last night I was up at 3 a.m. But then your nephew was here with us too, because we took him to the farm. So George and her nephew stayed here. And then I was down in the living room at 3 a.m. and your nephew woke up for a little bit. And then she came down to see, she's like, what are you doing still up?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm in excruciating pain. So she forced me to take Tylenol. So I was like, no, I don't want it. I'll be fine. Mm-hmm. And then she forced me to take Tylenol. And I took Lotrium, or I don't know, something else for
someone
allergies.
wanted to know what my shirt said. So his says the boss, and mine says...
Her says she's too short.
The real boss.
Her says.
Her says. The chair.
I just broke the chair.
All I have to do is lean back, babe, and they can see it.
Baby, I broke your chair.
We'll just. It's fixable. It pops off and pops right back.
There we go. We're good. We're good again.
Yeah. So my
crisis
shirt
averted.
Says the real boss. See, they can see it.
Crisis averted. Patrick Stroop said, a knife will fix it. Very well. Actually, I took her knife. I was scratching all of my leg from all of the bites and the stings. I took her new knife that she bought this week at the storage unit. And she's like, does that feel good? I went, actually, yeah. It's the most unusual knife we've ever found. Which, again, you will see later this week. We're not done editing that video yet. Greg Snydor says, hello from Kentucky. Hello, Greg.
Hello. B himself says, my wife wants that shirt, George. This shirt, I actually got this off of Amazon.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see this?
So check it out on Amazon.
Have you been talking to people? EB Plunders and Fine says, Jeremy, try some Benadryl that's not 4 years expired from storage units. What have you been telling them?
How did you know, EB? How did you know?
Have you been having conversations with these people?
No, but they know. They know the storage unit life and what it's like.
That's actually, she gets mad at me all the time. My medicine cabinet,
everything
it's all
expired.
Storage units.
And it's all expired.
And she always calls it placebo. So she's like, it's expired, it's placebo. And I try and tell her, listen, I grew up in a grocery store. That was my family business. That was from 1918. That was the family business. We used everything expired because in a family business, that's waste. And so we used it all. We ate expired food, expired meat, expired everything.
Yeah, but
so she calls it all placebo.
There's a little bit of a window, like a grace period when it comes to expired. This was like the stuff you had was like dated 4, 5, 6 years expired.
Baby, I find it in storage units. I can't make it be a date that it's not.
You
it's
toss
just what it is.
Northwest RC sent $2, says Captain Fumblenuts to the rescue.
Yes, I did.
Very, very true.
Yes, I did that. Ocean Wave 603 eBay L said, if you put mud on your leg, I bet it feels better.
Yeah, someone else. Well, I read and someone said in the chat, baking powder or baking soda and water. Yeah.
There's 593 on the chat right now, almost 600. Smash that thumbs up button.
Awesome. Woo, thanks, guys, for hanging out. You guys could be somewhere else doing something else.
Cynthia McD said, Jeremy, I grew up on expired everything too. See, Cynthia, you know.
Yeah, but how many? Like expired? I'll eat expired eggs, but like, or expired milk, but like a week, 2 weeks out.
Okay, so Peter Sear says expiration dates are just a marketing ploy, which I agree with you, Peter. So most of the time, the expiration date is just marketing. They have to move material so that other new material can come in. Now, sometimes there's some the real deal there with the expiration dates, and you got to pay attention to those. But for the mass of them, it's just marketing.
Mary Deethy, I think I'm saying it right, says if aspirin smells like vinegar, it's dead.
Whoops. Glenna Blackwelder said, Jeremy, you can buy a new box of Benadryl. I
feel like it doesn't work. Like I've tried all your expired stuff and it doesn't work. Because it's like expired like 4 or 5 years. She
says it. She calls it all placebo. So she asked for an aspirin. I go, do you want a real one or a placebo one? Because if you want a real one, I have to go buy some. If you want a placebo one, I got an entire medicine cabinet filled of them. Yeah, we did buy Benadryl, didn't we? Or what was? Don't we have by the couch right there? Isn't there? Didn't we get some new for my allergies? Because my allergies were killing me.
For me.
Oh, that was for
I went
you.
Out and bought it
you went out and bought it for
I went out and bought it for you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because there was cottonwood in the air.
Oh my goodness. It was so bad.
You're used to just taking nasal spray. And I was like, you don't need nasal spray if you're taking the right medicine. So I got him Sudafed D and it helped, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't need nasal spray.
Marv Cohen said, have you tried this new invention? It's called going to a doctor. That's another crazy thing about, because we're a product of our childhood, right? I mean, so when you were growing up, did your parents ever take you to the doctor?
Here and there.
Mine didn't. My dad had cancer. He was diagnosed with cancer very early on. He was self-employed, and there was no way that he could afford getting private insurance. So all of us kids never went to the doctor. There was no way my parents could have ever afforded it. I believe at one point, my younger brother Dominic slammed the car door on my arm, and I'm convinced it was broken. And I never went to the doctor. And it hurt like Hales for like 6 months, and I held it like this. Never, ever went to the doctor. Aww. Because in our family, you didn't go to the doctor.
Marilyn must have watched the video because she said I liked it when he fed the cockatoo. The cockatoo bit me.
But we didn't show that. We didn't record that. Right?
Earl Adams wants to know, if I give a thumbs up for an older video that I haven't seen, does it still count for you?
Yeah, everything counts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's all combined like as a daily view. YouTube gives us analytics for like the number of subscribers we get per day altogether, and the number of views we get and the number of likes that we get. So yeah, it does count. For
the biggest thing that YouTube wants to see is that you watch the entire video. And when you watch the entire video, YouTube takes that video and shows it to other people.
Yeah,
and so
it becomes recommended for other people.
So when you see recommended videos, when you jump on YouTube and it says recommended,
when you're on your phone and you're getting ready to leave us a comment on one of our videos, all those videos in that recommended section, our videos get put there too on other people's device.
And the way that happens is YouTube recognizes that this is a good video because people watched it from the beginning to the end. And so they go, oh, this is a good video. We want other people to see it too. That's what helps the most. When you watch a video from the very beginning to the very end, and then YouTube shows it to others. So if we want this Restores the Love movement to move forward, and we want other people to catch on board of it, not just Storage Auction Pirate and Storage Stalker and Locker Nuts and Treasure Hunting with Jeebus and What the Hales and Bargain Hunters Thrifts and Storage Hunters Vegas. And I mean, we could go on and on and on, right? But we want it to be bigger than that. And the way to push it bigger than that is you watch those videos and then you share those videos, and then YouTube then goes and shares those as well. And then it can become a bigger movement and people getting involved.
Shane Ramsey sent a $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Says, is it a medicine cabinet or a storage locker of expired medical?
It's above the stove, whatever it is.
And then recommends going to the beach. Salt water does wonders for the skin.
Did you see Baby Jeebus is on?
No?
Baby Jeebus. Baby Jeebus. Baby Jeebus.
Timothy Courtmanchi, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but I apologize in advance if I butcher your name. Sent a $5 super chat, says, thanks for the leg. When I get a chance to photograph it for the concept I have planned, I'll show you the final image. And Timothy is the one that bought the prosthetic leg that Jeremy found, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yep, I would think so. So that's one you can check off your bucket list, selling a prosthetic leg.
Yeah. And Timothy does
not just reselling a used prosthetic leg. That one's off the bucket list.
Yeah, I get to take that off my bucket list. And Timothy, I don't know if he does photography full-time or part-time, but a lot of the images that he has in his portfolio are of children and adults, both in wheelchairs and that have prosthetic legs. And his work is amazing. I can't remember if you got to check it out with me.
Which one?
But I checked it out.
Oh, no, you haven't shown me.
I haven't showed it to you yet.
Remember, George does everything online. If you guys communicate, it's with her. I don't even see most of that unless she shows it to me. Mm-hmm. Oak of the Oak said, when are you doing another coin count episode? Do you want to share with them?
Yes. Actually, we're going to...
That big water jug.
We finally got through with sorting through it and trying to figure out which coins to keep. And we will release that next Friday.
So if you want to find out how much money was in that jug, Friday should be that video.
Yep.
Friday. We still have to make the video, but Friday.
We do still have to make the video.
We have to make the video.
The plan is to have it for you guys by Friday.
It's got to go through the coin counter and all of that and tally, and we have to get that all ready. And so Friday is our plan for this week when that video will be released. Which will be a fun video because I want to know how much is in there too.
Wait, give a round of applause for Uncle Mike, Pirate says.
What did Uncle Mike do?
He says, everyone, a round of applause for Uncle Mike making it up past 6 on a Sunday evening.
Nice job, Uncle Mike. We're proud of you. We are proud of you. Shorty201 says, I usually watch the live show later, LOL. Finally able to be on the live. Thanks for being here, Shorty.
The best part of the lives is the chat, reading the chat, because a lot of our subscribers, they say off the wall things and it's hilarious and it's so funny. And I wish that we could read them all, but it's almost difficult to because the chat just flies. Even though there's a way where we can slow it down, it just flies and we can't possibly read every single comment. I wish I could. And then when the live is done, I always go back and I'll rewatch it just so that I can read everything that people leave in the chat, because that's my favorite part.
Not only will she rewatch it, she'll be up for hours
cracking up.
She'll be she's like, you can't believe what this person said. I'm like, babe, I'm trying to edit video. I'm trying to work here. She's like, no,
our subscribers are funny. You guys are hilarious. They're Hales-hilarious.
They are Hales-hilarious. I'll give you that. They are absolutely Hales-hilarious.
You guys are. And that's why we love you.
Okay, Ryan Taylor wants to know what's the best site to find live auctions, not online auctions, What's the best way to find them in my area? Hello from
Indianapolis.
We have an entire video on that for you. And if you look in the video description, which it's actually in this video, if you click the 3 dots, if you're on a laptop, if you're on your phone, if you click the arrow down, that'll give you all kinds of videos and links and all kinds of information. It'll give you information about the video. And there's a specific section there that it's videos that help you make money. And we teach you in those videos how to go to storage unit auctions, how to be successful. And there's a whole video on how to flip things, how to make money. We give you ideas, how to get that quick cash.
I think the playlist is called How to Buy in.
I don't remember what the playlist is, but the links are all there. But that being said, what's the best online site to find those live auctions?
There's actually an app now. So if you want to download the app on your phone, it's Auction Zip. And it gives you, there's an area where you put your zip code and then you put your radius, how far you want to travel, and then the type of auction you want to go to. So when you do the drop down menu, it's going to be storage unit auctions. So you want to look for the ones that are live and not the ones that are online, because sometimes they mix the two depending on what category the facility puts it in.
Justin Thomas just sent $2. He didn't send a message, but he did send $2. Thank you so much,
Appreciate it, Justin.
Since you sent $2, I'm going to read the message right under. Beverly Lynn Maurer said, have you guys ever thought about getting bulk boxes of stuff a customer returns? Seems to be a great way to make some moolah. So we get this question a lot. You've even asked me, why don't you do that, Jeremy? The reason is this. Customer returns are typically returns for a reason. Okay. And so there's usually one part that's broken. There's a piece missing. Somebody will go into a store, take the piece, and then return the whole thing without the piece. And so there's just too much of unknown in spending that amount of money for those things that I typically, and I have done it, so I'm speaking out of experience, I typically would call garbage. So you could say the same thing. You go, Jeremy, there's so much garbage in storage units. Yep, there sure is. But the storage unit isn't returns. Somebody hasn't taken it and then put it back. Would you buy a storage unit that you knew somebody already went through and then picked the good stuff out and then left all the bad stuff? Would you buy that? And that's where I'm at with that. Why would I buy a pallet of bulk returns when it's already been gone through? It's already done this. People did this. That's not to say that some people don't make good money on it. They do. And it's just not something I've made money on. And I don't think the profit margin is there for me to make money on. Let me relate it to you this way. Okay. What's the one thing we were talking about this weekend? I said, I've always wanted to open what kind of food industry shop?
A pizza shop.
Okay. Why do I want to open a pizza shop?
Because it's the highest profit industry.
Okay. In the food service area, the highest profit margin that you can get is pizza. So not hamburgers, profit margin is too low. Not salads, even though the ladies eat them up like crazy. It's pizza. The profit margin is huge on pizza and food service. If you're going to open a food service restaurant, pizza, that's where the profit margin is. That's the highest profit margin. That's why we do storage units and not bulk pallets of returns, because the profit margin is so much greater if you're profiling correctly, if you're buying correctly, and if you're selling correctly.
Grimes Fines makes up a good point. He says, it's the same reason I won't bid on a manager unit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like pallets.
Yeah, it's a pallet.
So if for those of you who don't know what a manager special is at a storage facility, they have them live and online. It's where the facility takes different items from different units and put it all in one unit, and they auction that off. So there's no mystery. The mystery is taken away from that unit, and it's kind of a turnoff for some people. Me, for sure. Yeah. DJ Picker says, Jeremy, were you Amish? The answer is, let's hear all your guesses in the chat. Come on, let's hear the guesses. Was Jeremy, was he Amish? Hales, yes. Or was Jeremy Amish? Hales, no. It'll be interesting to see what the chat says. I'm curious what majority of the vote will say. Now, most of these people have probably already figured it out because they're diehard fans. They Google, they do all of this Sandra stuff. Carter says, great, now I want pizza. Me too, Sandra. Don't we all? So let's see what the chat says in regards to, we've got a yes. Linda Smith says no. Michelle says Hales, no. Terry says no. We got a lot of stuff going in here.
Bulk of them are saying no. So DJ Picker, no, I was not Amish. I didn't grow up Amish. I am a Christian, so I am a believer in Jesus Christ. Accepted him as my personal savior. I did grow up in a very conservative home, and most people ask, well, what's your religion? And what they really are trying to ask is, what denomination of a church did you belong to? So in regards to the denomination, it was Baptist. If you want to get really specific, it was GARBC, which is General Association of Regular Baptists, which means almost nothing to any of you guys.
Most of the chat's saying Hales no.
I lived.
And then Debbie Vaughn's trying to be funny, and she said Hales yes.
I lived in the heart of
Love
Amish
you,
country for over 8 years. I was the executive director of a Christian camp and conference center in the smack dab heart of Holmes County in Millersburg, Ohio. So absolutely loved it. Have a lot of Amish friends and ties and connections there within Holmes County.
Oh, Jalopy Joe got it right. Says Hales no, but lived in Amish country.
There you go, yeah. Jalopy Joe.
Someone's been paying attention.
Pay attention.
Our Senior Adventures sent a $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Boop. Don't forget to leave a comment, you guys, when you send your super chats.
Locker Nut says, "What's up? You Hales of great people." I was driving in the convertible listening. Oh, to drive a convertible again. That takes us back to the days of being in California.
I was actually looking at the picture of when we took it of us in California with the drop top down and Midget Man in the back.
I was actually looking at properties in California.
Were you?
What if I was?
That's news to me.
All right. Simon Applin said, I grew up Welsh Baptist. Okay. Adventures with the Hudsons send $4.99. I want to share with you what Jim is going to do with our channel once it reaches 1,000 subscribers.
Appreciate it, Beth and Jim.
He's going to color his hair purple.
Purple.
Jim's going purple.
Oh, that would look good on him. Blue, like a royal blue would even look good on Jim.
Jim's got that
nice
white.
He's got a thick full of a head full of hair, and he's got that mature blend.
Silver. Yeah, and that purple would, that would drive the young kids wild. Yeah, that really would.
That would. How many subscribers are you guys at now, Jim and Beth?
Okay, storage
auction snipers. So in a $5 super chat says, "Hey all, finally catching a live in a couple of months, at least part of one. Keep doing what y'all do. Appreciate
Thank you so much.
Make sure you check out 2 channels this evening: Adventures with the Hudsons and Storage Auction Snipers.
And Isaac and Felix.
And DG Picker.
DG Picker sent another $1.99 asking, Jeremy, were you Amish? And the answer is Hales. No.
So the answer is no.
No, I was not Amish. I can't grow a good enough beard for that. Shelby Greenwood wants to know who's my favorite Christian singer. You want to answer that one first? How about you answer for me and I'll answer for you?
Okay.
You answer first.
For you, it's I think it's 2. It's a toss up between 2.
Which 2?
You definitely like Toby Mac.
I'm doing my Toby Mac right now.
Uh-huh. And the 2 brothers I'm drawing a blank, the 2 brothers that we just saw at the live.
For King and Country?
For King and Country.
They're pretty amazing. They're incredible live. I don't know. It's probably a toss-up between Toby Mac and Need to Breathe. And I do love For King and Country as well. And for you,
they're awesome.
For you, I'm going to have to say Toby Mac.
Well, his newer stuff. I'm not a fan of his older music.
His style. Toby Mac is so
every
versatile.
Album is completely different.
It's so different. Yeah. He is so versatile. It's absolutely incredible.
JK.
One of our
Toby Mac.
one of our first dates was we went to a Toby Mac concert.
Yeah.
We met.
So that was the first time I've ever been to a Christian concert.
Yeah, it is really funny because I told her, I was like, hey, there's this Christian concert and there's some artists I want to see. And she's like, well, I'm busy. I have friends. This is after the third date, mind you. And she's like, I got friends, I got a life, things like that. She's like, I'm busy. At this point, when we were getting to know each other and becoming friends and stuff, she was basically like, if you see me once a week, that's pretty good. And so anyways, I was like, well, I'm going to go. And then she surprised me. She showed up. She goes, wow, this is so different than what I thought it was. I was like, what'd you think I was going to? She goes, a church service. I'm like, this isn't quite. I was like, but I mean,
Carol
she
Reed
thought
said,
we were going to be singing hymns.
Carol Reed said Skillet is an awesome Christian band. We got to see them at the live concert as well too. Yep. Yeah, they're good. They were all sweaty. They were the band that was the extra. They were extra sweaty.
Yes, very.
They hop all over the stage.
And it was so hot.
Renee and Casey from Barger Hunters Thrift, appreciate it. Send a $10 super chat. Says, hey guys, we will go live at 8 p.m. Pacific or right after the storage auction pirate is done. Whatever comes first. I think we fixed the problems. So for those of you who don't know, Renee and Casey, they usually go live an hour before us, but he was having technical issues with sound. And then later on, once he fixed sound, then picture,
then the picture went out too.
Yeah, so it was like they were in the dark. So we were just talking in the dark.
That's awesome.
So he's going to attempt to go live again. So make sure you guys
that reminds me of Grimes Finds, the blind episode where he's
the Bird Box Challenge.
Bird Box Challenge. except you can see him go through it. He just can't see anything. Patricia G. Fox sent $1, George. No message, just $1.
Patricia?
Yep. Here we go with the fist pump.
Appreciate it, Patricia.
Pump it up. Okay, Black Op wants to know, do you like the New England Patriots? George, do you like the New England Patriots?
No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
She don't care.
I don't care. The answer is I really don't follow. I don't follow.
Who do you like?
Definitely love, when it comes to sports, I love the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't care who's on the team. I'm just a diehard Cleveland Cavaliers fan. I try to support the Cleveland Browns no matter how much they suck, just because I got to represent.
It's pretty bad.
The Cleveland Indians is cool. I'll go to a couple games here and there. I think the bigger the group, the better.
I want to take her to an Indians game. We've known each other for a year. And I was like, hey, can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Yeah. She's like, I said, you'll have a great time, but I won't.
I said, we can go if you can get a big group of people to go.
Because she doesn't want to go to watch the game. She just wants to socialize with friends, where I want to go and watch the game.
So if I were to go with him, he'd be so into the game that I would be bored.
But I love Canal Park in Akron as well. So we have the Akron Rubber Ducks there, which is an amazing ball field as well. And so we haven't gone there yet either because it's just not her thing. So that being said, Cel Rico said, can we make a private amount so no one can see it? Cel Rico, in regards to Super Chat, can you make a private amount? No, that doesn't work that way. It comes up and everybody sees it.
Yeah, it's
everybody
public.
Sees. That's really the whole point why YouTube made the Super Chat, so that it comes right up in front of everybody. And then that way, when we have 600, almost 650 people on the live stream right now, all of those messages go so fast we can't see them all. But with a Super Chat, it's boom, it's right up there in your face.
Bear Hardcore Picker wants me to verify the address on the box.
Which address?
There's 2 addresses. Hold on.
Our address or his address?
Their address. Because I said Toronto.
BRK Narrow 22 sent $10, wondering if you'll come back to the Bay Area. I like what you did here. BRK Narrow 22, we want to go back so bad.
There was a little sticker on here that said Toronto. I'm going to cover up the name.
Oh, there you go.
The little sticker on here, the address label said Toronto.
So we would love to go back to the Bay Area. We miss our friends that we made there, and we take it further than that. We would call them family.
Oak Lake.
So we absolutely would go back to the Bay Area. We have no doubt that someday the wind may blow us back to the West Coast in the Bay Area. And we want to continue to restorage the love by all means. So we would love to get back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? Do you want to go back?
To restorage the love with our friends?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
FXDs. Did I say it right?
I don't know. Bear hardcore picker. I'm not sure.
Fixed D's sent $2.
I don't know why it doesn't say Manitoba.
We forgot the super chat fist pump. $10 there, and then FD's $2 there, and then George, you're missing the super chats.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out why the label on here
George,
is
look at
coming
that.
up different.
Look at that. I have been
farmer's tan.
farmer's tanning way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Yeah.
And apparently lifting way too much heavy furniture and boxes. We better tone that down.
Swamp Picker wants to know, are y'all going to the Nashville meetup? We didn't know anything about it, Swamp Picker.
We haven't been invited. What is it?
I don't know. I know a lot of resellers will have meetups, but I don't know. If it's been posted on social media, I haven't seen it.
I don't know anything about it. I'm sure we'll probably get messages now about it, but so we don't know too much about it.
It depends on our schedule. So
we are going to see. Should we tell them we are not going to a storage unit auction in Ohio this week, but we're actually going to another state?
We could tell them. We're actually going to 2 different states. As of right now, our schedule, we're going to be going to a storage auction in Pennsylvania, about 6 hours away from where you live. And then we'll also be in Michigan later on in the month for a caravan auction. Right?
Yeah. Yep, that's going to be public storage, which they've invited us to.
Yep.
The district managers invited us to come up to that auction in Michigan because he manages up there as well. Should be fun.
Yeah, I want to say, is it the Detroit area?
No, that's too far up. No, it's southern Michigan.
Okay. We'll announce, if you guys follow us on Facebook, we'll announce where we're going to be, when, and the times. That way, if you guys want to come to a live auction, if you've never been to a live auction, or if you want to come and bid against us or just to meet us for a quick meet and greet, make sure you follow us on Facebook and we'll post where we'll be. And then are we going to post where we'll be in Pennsylvania?
We will probably post that. We are meeting up with another channel. As a matter of fact, we're pretty sure there's going to be not just one channel there. There's probably going to be 2 channels there.
2?
Which is 3 times the fun. So
did you get this one?
I did get that one. I mispronounced it and I butchered it like crazy. But we're going to have a ton of fun without a doubt.
This one?
I did not get that one.
Auction Mamas with the $2 super chat says, you inspired me. Aw, we love to hear that. We love to hear that we inspire you guys. Deep Fried Deals wants to know, is there another Amish auction?
There will
tell them. You want to tell them what you were thinking about doing?
I think you should tell them what I'm going to do.
Speaking of Amish auctions, he wanted to go to an Amish auction dressed as an Amish. So now we're on a mission to find an Amish outfit. And if he's going to do that, now that I'm unemployed and I can go with him, then I should probably dress as Amish. You think they'll be able to tell? I'm going to stand out like a sore thumb if I go and dress Amish.
I think you got another super chat there, baby.
Shout out to Northwest RC Club, says, restorage the love. Appreciate it. JK says, may you always be Amish.
I was just going to sing that, JK. May there always be Amish. May there always be cheese.
You're going to have to grow out the beard if you're going to be Amish.
Baby, we already talked about this. We were going to go buy a Duck Dynasty beard. We were going to glue it on so I can blend right in.
Okay.
May there always...
Maybe I should go dressed up like the male version of an Amish then, and not the female. That'd be funny. You can glue a beard on me too.
Maybe just pull your hair around like this. Just do this.
Make a homemade beard.
Yeah, pull the other in there. Yep. There you go. Boom. Amish. That's the first Egyptian Amish you've ever seen.
Nailed it.
May there always be quilts, and may there always be.
Barbara says, don't forget the side curls.
George and Jeremy.
We're going to have to tape some, glue some on too.
Yeah, that's true. What else should there always be, George?
Robert says, sing about farts and cheese.
I will sing about farts and cheese, but before I do, remember, Storage Auction Pirate is going live right when we jump off the live, and he's got a huge announcement. Bargain Hunters Thrift is going live as well. So if you missed that earlier tonight, you'll want to jump in on that as well. And now,
Kristen says, sing Amish Paradise. Do you remember Amish Paradise?
Yes, I do.
By Weird Al Yankovic?
Yes, I do. May there always be Amish cheese. May there always be farts, please. May there always be Beano.
Beano. Expired Beano.
Expired Beano. I actually think I have some expired Beano in that cabinet as well.
Yeah, you for sure.
May there always be George and Jeremy. All right, one more.
Locker Nut says, may there always be lockers with military bags and trunks in them. We love that.
Yes. May there always be lockers. May they always be filled with military items. May there always be locker nuts who go crazy over those items as well. And then they video it and they put it on YouTube, and we love to watch it and can't get enough of it. And I just spit in George when I was saying all this, and there's a big glob of spit in her hair. May there always be.
You got some pipes tonight. Breathe.
George and Jeremy.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button before you leave. Love you all. We'll see you on Pirates Channel on Wednesday, right? For the weekly AA meeting, Auctions Anonymous. And then we'll see you guys next Sunday for our weekly live Q&A. Love you all. Say good night.
Good night.